everybody. Welcome to Stretch and Core. My name is Michelle Logan. I'm a group fitness instructor at the Morinville Leisure Center. We are here today for the class. All you need for today is maybe one or two weights. So just one out of the set. If you don't have one, that's okay. You don't need it. And your yoga mat. Okay. I'm just going to read a quick disclaimer before we get started and we'll get going. As always, prior to starting any fitness or exercise program with the town of Morinville, we ask that you consult with your physician. In choosing to participate in this virtual group fitness video, you are doing so at your own risk and acknowledge any physical or exercise has inherent risks for physical injury, and even more so if you have a history of health problems or previous injuries. We ask that you reference our release of liability waiver on the Town of Morinville website prior to participation. If at any time during the class you feel discomfort, dizziness, nausea, pain, please stop exercising immediately and seek medical attention if required. The Town of Morinville and its affiliates are hereby released of any liability or claims resulting from the failure to comply with these warnings or the instructional advice provided. So before we get started, make sure that your volume is turned up, your microphone is muted, and you have a clear and safe amount of room to safely move, have your equipment and water nearby. We're ready to get started. Okay. Let's turn up the music. If at any time you guys can't see or hear me, type in the chat or just unmute your microphone and let me know. We're gonna get warmed up really quick. March it out. Roll those shoulders back. Pull the belly button into the spine. We're just gonna start with a march. Take it wide. And back narrow. Take it wide. Narrow one more time. And wide. All right, I'm going to get you to plant your feet. I want you to reach up, side to side. Reach. Just a soft bend to the knees. Make sure when you're reaching up, you can see your hand. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Now let's slow it down. Reach, 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 reach. Two more. 2 and 1. Okay, keep that soft bend to your knees. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I want you to take your hands side to side, side to side, side, side. Now, keep your hips in line. Don't let them twist all over. Side. And you should feel it right in here. Good job. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take your hands just slightly behind your legs, and I want you to slide it down on the other side. Slide, 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 slide. Just a nice soft bend to the knees. As we're getting warmer, you're going to be able to slide it down a little further every time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. I want you to take your hands on your hips and hinge so that you have a flat back, and then roll it back up to center. Go back down again, roll it to center. Down and up. Think about using your core here, and as you get more comfortable with the move, just make it more fluid. Feel a stretch in the back of the legs as well. It's part of our stretch component. One more, and then let's go the other direction. Switch direction. One way is always harder than the other. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I want you to grab one of your weights. I just have a 1 5-pounder. If you don't have anything, don't worry about it. Or if you want to use your water bottle, anything like that, okay? I want you to take that weight, straight arms out in front, okay? And we're gonna plant our hips so our hips aren't moving. And I just want you to bring your arms side to side. Side, center, side, center. If you have nothing, just interlock your fingers, side, center, side, center. Good job. That core should be getting warmed up. Try to keep those arms as straight as you can and not turn the hips. That's the hard part. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Good job. Okay, roll those shoulders back. Take that weight now above your head, weighted or unweighted. I just want you to be able to see that weight. Nice soft bend to the knees, and I want you to bring it over and then back. All the way over, and then exhale. Let your abs do the work, bringing it back to the center. Great work. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, really control it. 2, and 1. Okay, I hope you're getting warm. Take that weight down. Let's work a little balance, okay? So I want you to have your hands up like this. We're going to bring one opposite knee to the opposite elbow, alternating sides, okay? So here, or hands behind your head, just side, side. The idea here is to go super slow, exhaling as your elbow comes close to your knee, and squeezing your ribs and your hips together. Try not to use too much momentum. I want it all in the belly. Even that leg lift, your lower abs are helping to bring that knee up and over. Keep those elbows nice and wide. Great job. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give it a little shake. Okay, the last standing move that we're going to do in this series, you can use a weight or unweighted. Both are difficult. We're going to work on one side. So you're going to extend that weight above your head. Your knee is going to come out, and you're going to bring your elbow to your knee. Full extension, bring your elbow to your knee. Okay, let's try to do 10 on this side. Here we go. 10, squeeze. 9, don't let that foot fall. 8, 7, just tap the toe or hover. 6, really crunch here. 5, 4, how's your balance? 3, 2, full extension. 1, and switch to the other side. Let's try this side. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give it a little shake. You should feel those. We're going to go back over, this time only 8 reps. Extend that arm above the head. You're making some space in between the ribs. Here we go. 8. 2. Control it. 1. Switch sides. Here we go. 6. 2, 1. Give it a little shake. We're going back. This time, 6 reps. Here we go. 6. You got this. 4. Real big extension. 3, 2. Switch it to the other side for 6, 5, 4, 3. Think about that core. And 1. 2 more rounds. We're going to do 4 and 2. Here we go. Give me 4. Really big stretch. 3. Big crunch. 2. Switch sides. 4. Switch sides. 2 each side now. Finish it up. 2. 2. And other side. Last 2. 1. Great work. All right, bring it down to the mat and grab a drink. Let's just take a second to roll those shoulders back. Press the hand away. Get a little bit of a stretch in the neck. Sometimes when we have our hands above our head for a long time, those shoulders can creep up. Just give that a little release and round out through the spine. All right, so you can round out through your back. Put your fingers, interlock your fingers together and pretend that I put some glue there and just try to pull them apart. All right. So we are going to move down to the mat. And this week, I thought I would bring a theme of Tabata into all my classes this week. So we're going to do abs with Tabata. So Tabata is a style of interval training where we're going to work for 20 seconds and we're going to rest for periods of 10 seconds. So I want you to do what you can. The set is going to be 4 minutes long. We're going to alternate 2 moves. Okay, we're going to go regular crunches and bicycle crunches. And if at any time you need to take a break, definitely go ahead and do that, and then come back when you're ready. So I want you to roll it down to the mat. Just windshield washer those knees side to side before we get started. And I want you just to do a couple of breathing exercises. Inhale, feet are flat on the floor. I want you to inhale, and your lower back will lift off the mat. I want you to exhale and press it down. Good job. Inhale, your back relaxes, lower back lifts off. Exhale and press it down. One more time. Inhale, back comes off. Exhale, press it down. So when I say keep your back on the mat, this is the position that I want you to be in, okay? All right, so 10 seconds to prep. We're gonna start with a crunch, a regular crunch, or I want you to take one of those weights. Here we go. Lift and lower. Keeping space between the chin and the chest. Shoulder blades try to come off the mat every time. If you're using that weight, just take it right over the chest, adding a little resistance. Rest. All right, we're gonna go into a bicycle crunch after our 10-second break. So hands behind the head, opposite elbow to knee. Here we go, 20 seconds. You can bicycle high, level 1. Bicycle low, level 2. Keep those elbows nice and wide. Bringing opposite shoulder off the mat. Rest. We're gonna go back to the crunch. My core is already on fire. Lift and lower. Just a regular crunch, or if you like, add some weight. You may feel this in your neck, so you might have to come back and support your head with your hands. Rest. And get ready for that bicycle crunch. 3, 2, here we go. Try to keep those elbows wide. Rest. Good job. We're halfway through the set. Crunch it up. Rest. Bicycle crunches. Don't forget to breathe. You always forget that part. Here we go, bicycle crunch. It's getting tough. Crunch, bicycle high. If you really want to work, bicycle low. Rest. One more of each of these. 3, 2, let's crunch it up. Make sure you're getting to the top of your crunch. We're going to get a little break after this set. Rest for 10 seconds. We have one more move, that's a bicycle. 3, 2, here we go. Last 20 seconds here. Rest. Great job. I want you to take your hands above your head, legs go long. Breathe. All right, take your arms out to the side here, feet are on the floor, legs go over to one side. I want you to push through and look over your opposite shoulder. If you like to intensify the stretch, you can extend that top leg. Really nice stretch for the lower back. Good job. When you're ready, bring that leg back. Knees come back to the center, over to the other side. Push the hip through and look over the opposite shoulder. Extend that top leg for a deeper stretch. Just breathe. When you're ready, bring that leg back in, knees come to the center, and rock the back out side to side. Grab a quick drink. Okie dokie. Let's move into planks. Same series, we're going to use that 20 seconds of work and 10 seconds of rest, but we're going to work a side plank. So on your elbow, you can be on your palm if you like. I want you to come into either knee plank, 3/4, staggered or stacked, whatever you choose. I just want you to look down and make sure your body is straight all the way down. Your feet aren't too far forward, they're not too far back. Okay, so we're gonna up and hold that side plank for 20 seconds and switch each time. Okay, 10 to prep. Make sure that your elbow and your shoulder is always stacked. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. I'm gonna go stacked or staggered. Really open up through the chest. If you want to take that arm right up, you can. And hold. We're working that bottom oblique. 3, 2, rest. Flip over to the other side. Just 10 seconds to prep. 3, 2, up and hold. Okay, if this is very familiar to you, you can work one side several times and then switch. We're going to hit each side 4 times. And we're going to add in. Rest and flip. This is a great way to get your planks in. All right, up and hold. Okay, from here, you can have that arm here. I want you to try to dip it, whatever level you are, even from the knees. You can do a hip dip. Working that bottom oblique. Rest. Let's flip and do it on the other side. Make sure that you have good form every time. Set it up. 3, 2, here we go. Dip. Rest. Switch. This time, we're going to add a scoop. 3, 2, here we go. Take that arm up top, and if you can, scoop under. Take it back up. Scoop under. If you have that weight close to you, you can add that here. Just another level of torture. Rest and flip. Get ready. Set it up. When you're ready, add the scoop. Keep it strong. Make sure that arm is coming straight up. It's not going behind the body. Rest. Flip it over. We have one more on each side. You choose what level you want to do. Up and hold. You can just hold it. You can do the hip dip. You can do the scoop. You choose. Great work. 8 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and release. Let's finish that up on the other side, guys. Up and hold. You choose. Hip dip, scoop, or just a hold. Really lift that hip. Feel that in the bottom oblique. Two, 1, and rest. All right. So just from when you were in this position, come up. Legs kind of come behind you a little bit. I want you to reach over just to give that side a bit of a stretch. Make sure you're breathing. And flip it over to the other side. That is a 4-minute set. So if planks or side planks is something that is hard, or it's something that you don't do very often, that's a great way to do it. All right, grab a quick drink if you need it. And if you have that dumbbell handy, we're going to use it now. If not, you can use your water bottle or unweighted. It is going to work anyway. All right, so I want you to come and sit on your mat and roll down just a little bit. So you have a slight curve to your spine. It's called C-sit position. From here, we are going to do a Russian twist. Your heels can be down or they can be up, and we're gonna pair it with a star up. So opposite arm to leg, you're gonna come up and try to reach your hand to your foot, and then the other side. All right, 10 to prep. Are we ready? Ready as I'll ever be. C-sit position in 3, 2, here we go, side to side, slow and controlled. Four. Good job. Let's come down. Let's star up. So make an X with your body. You're going to reach opposite arm to leg. Here we go. Rest. Bring it up. Get ready in that C-sit position. 3, 2, here we go. Twist. Rest. Lay back down on that mat. Here we go. Do what you can. Try not to use any momentum. If you need to bend that knee, you totally can. Rest. Three, two, here we go. Try to really ignite that core. Make sure you're breathing. Rest. Great job. Star up. Try to make it as smooth as you can. Rest. One more set, guys. Here we go. Try to stay out of your hip flexors. You can adjust the length of your legs if you're feeling it in here. Rest. And we have one more set of star ups. Let's do this. Here we go. Rest. Bring those knees into the chest and rock your back out side to side. Awesome job. My abs are on fire, so I hope yours are too. I'm going to rock myself up to sitting. And I'm just going to do a quick stretch here. So tops of my feet are flat on the mat. And I'm coming up, just stretching out the lower back and the abs. If this is not a good position, you can always come to elbows down. Great job. Send it back into child's pose. And just breathe here for a moment. All right, from here, we're gonna go into a runner's lunge. And you might be saying to yourself, why? Well, if you're like me, and your hip flexors, this part right here, takes over when your abs start getting tired, you might have felt that pulling or pulling down the quad. So I'm just placing one foot and pressing this opposite hip into the floor. Like so, and then you can really feel the stretch in there. It's important to take lots of breaks when you're doing abs so that you are able to target your core and not using other parts because your core is getting tired. So it's really nice to combo this kind of a class with a stretch because we get the best of both worlds, a little break, a stretch, and we get to work our core too. All right, grab a drink. And we get to move a little bit. I want you to come to the end of your mat and spread your fingers out so that the weight is going to go right to your fingertips, not just in the palms. From here, I want you to tuck your toes under and come up to high plank. If you need to shorten your lever, you can come down to knee plank. But if you're okay, right here, let me just move up just a wee bit. Okay, from here, I want you to send it into downward dog and just hold that. Your heels may or may not touch, and that's okay. You're gonna feel the stretch in the back of the leg. All right, come forward into plank. Abs are pulled in. We're gonna lower it down to the mat as slow as we can. Bend at the elbow, keeping them close to the body. Lower and come up. Let's try that again. Tuck the toes under, lift into high plank, back to down dog. Forward into plank, hold that, and lower yourself down slow. Stretch through the core. A little bit yoga inspired. Let's try it again. Tuck the toes under, lift up from the knees or from the toes now. Into down dog. Great job. And bring it forward, lower, and give it a little stretch. All right, sit it back into child's pose. And what we're gonna do is come up to a standing position. We're gonna work a few walkout planks. So you have to have a little bit of space ahead of you. So I'm standing right at the foot of my mat. I'm gonna inhale, arms come above the head. I'm gonna walk myself out to plank and walk myself back up, okay? So we're gonna do this with the Tabata timer. On the 10-second rest, you may rest or you can hold your plank. All right, 10 seconds to prep. Right at the foot of the mat. 5, 4, 3. Let's do a deep breath in. Forward fold. Hold your abs in. Walk it out to plank. And then draw your abdominals back in. Back up. Down. Draw your belly button through your spine. And come down. Rest or hold a plank. 3, 2, bring it back up. Forward fold. Just walk it down and walk it back up. Listen for the cues. Hold that plank or rest. Walk it back up. Keep walking it out and walking it back up. Hold that plank. You can be on your palms or take it down to your elbows. Walk it back up. All right, on this last one, we're going to come down and I want you to rest. Okay, we're going to stay on the mat now, holding a plank for 20 and releasing for 10. Up and hold any kind of plank. You can have your knees down or up. Just make sure you're a straight line Wrist, elbow, shoulder, or elbow, shoulder, all in line. 8, 7. Squeeze your core. 3, 2, 1. And release. Rest for 10 seconds. We're going again. Here we go. Up and hold that plank. Tuck the hips under. 10 more. 3, 2, rest. 2 more. Up and hold. Here we go. Squeeze. You want to create that shake factor in the belly. 3, 2, rest. We have 1 more to go. Everything's shaking. Must be working. 3, 2, hold. Last time. 7. Great job. Don't let that bum come down. Don't let it pike up. Rest. Good work. Okay. Just breathe. Let's have a little drink. And all right, it's that time. Time to stretch. Great job, everybody. Let's just start with a shoulder stretch. Just bring that arm across and pull it into the body. Move it up and down just slightly to find where those sticky spots are. And over to the other side. Awesome. I hope that you guys found that challenging. Press one hand away and bring the opposite ear to the shoulder. And other side. I hope your abs got a good workout there. Let's just do a few semicircle head turns. One way and then the other way. Good job. All right, come down to the mat. I want you to bring yourself into what's called pigeon pose. So one leg is perpendicular, the other leg goes back. You put your top of your toes on the floor. And from here, I want you just to move back and forth. Okay, if you want to come deeper into the stretch, you can. This is going, you should feel this in your hip, okay? The hip of the cross leg. However, all of this is connected. Your core is everything from your knees about your breastbone. So it all is incorporated together, all works together. Switch sides. It's important to do full body stretch and just focus on the parts that you focused on in your workout. All right, I want you to sit up on your mat, nice and comfortable. Anyway, we can actually take these legs apart and come up, lean forward, coming up on your fingertips. Right up, walk them out as far as they'll go. Toes point to the sky. And take your head between your arms. Slowly roll yourself back up. Legs come together, a little shake out. Make your way up to the standing position. Roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Head's the last thing to come up. Thank you everybody for joining me tonight.